So how it was in Finnish, say welcome to Finland?
Tervetuloa.
As you can hear, we have Napolitan song here on the Platz that is on the square that is called like...
No, here we are just out of the central square in Helsinki, in the central station, and there's very happy Christmas atmosphere.
So we are after visiting Helsinki, and we would like to sum up the trip that we had today. And I must just say that Helsinki is not so big city comparing with other capitals of Europe. You must see that exactly it's 600,000 of people living here, so there are not so many, for example, like in Warsaw. But I think that anyway the city is enough developed. If you know the history of this city, you will know that exactly it was destroyed a few times, so they have not so many historical places to visit, but anyway it's a nice place to see.
Sure. So the first thing we seen in Helsinki when we arrived was as many times it happens, it was the square next to the central station. So this will be also probably the place you will see firstly, because even if you arrive by bus or by train, you arrive in this central station, which is very beautiful. I must say,
it was very nice.
We were thinking why they suggest you to visit it on the map, and we were thinking that maybe the city doesn't have so many monuments if they suggest you to visit the station. But the truth is that the station is really worth to be seen. Of course not inside, but from outside it's a very monumental station. There is a big high tower with clock, so it's really worth to see. And this is like probably a good place to start your visit.
Yeah. And also the square next to the station is very nice, yes, because you can see the tower of the...
Yes, of the clock tower. It's just part of the central station. And yes, even in the square you can see many other monuments, such as the museums that they have there, or also the National Theatre.
Yes, they are very monumental, they are nice to see. I think that mostly from outside. Obviously you can go to museum or to theater if you are interested, but we weren't. And generally I'm always like focusing enough on visiting not only, I don't know, places just like, I don't know, some museums or things like these, churches, but also I liked a lot to see like how people are living, how shops are looking, and generally the style of living of every country. So also I'm focusing on this, and I'm looking and I'm checking, for example, if it's different than in Poland that I'm coming from, or it's like quite the same. And exactly here I must admit that they have, for example, very clean streets, and there are very nice decorations for Christmas, and this is very nice. You can feel the atmosphere everywhere. There are really many lights on the street. I like it a lot. And exactly we were following streets and we were checking and feeling the atmosphere of the city. This is also a very nice part of visiting. And we arrived to the market, because there are few markets like Christmas markets here in Helsinki, but we found the first that it was like the biggest and the most popular, judging by the quantity of people that was there. And I like it a lot. It's very beautiful. It looks completely like from movies, with these beautiful, I don't know, houses that they are selling some snacks, some, I don't know, yes, handmade socks and things like this. It's really, really cute, and I like it a lot, yeah.
So we arrived here on 1st December, and these markets were here already, so probably they stay for quite a long period. And the main location where are these Christmas markets is the Senate Square in Helsinki, which is probably the one you will see on most of the photos.
Yeah, it's very popular place.
Others from about traveling to Helsinki. It's called like this because it was once the place where was the Senate, the parliament of Finland, and the local parliament. And the things we see immediately when you arrive there is the huge Helsinki Cathedral, which is the Lutheran cathedral of the city, and it was built in 9th century, and it has a very original style, and it's located on some very kind of little hill. You have to go upstairs, so it looks even bigger and higher because it's on the top on this stairs. And it is like probably the biggest monument that you can find in the square. And another is very famous, is, for example, is the statue of Tsar Alexander of Russia, and this represents a bit history of Finland, because for a very long time people were complaining, they were thinking about taking away this statue, but the truth is that this Tsar of Russia was very good with Finland, so people were keeping a good memory of him, because also there were the years when Helsinki was really developing a lot, so the statue is still here and is part of the history of the city.
Yeah, exactly. I must say that when I was reading a bit of history about Helsinki, about Finland, I was exactly amazed, because they have exactly this year in 2017 100-year anniversary from that they have of their independence from Russia, exactly. So in many places of the city you could see exactly the fact that they are celebrating 100th anniversary of independence. And for example, there were many people singing on the stairs when you were going close to this cathedral, and I didn't know if exactly like connected with it, maybe yes, maybe no. There were big billboards on which they were written the fact exactly that they have this anniversary. And also they were saying many gadgets with this written, that for example 100 years of anniversary, even socks we found.
Yes, that's very fun.
Yeah, and also later we saw some fireworks, so even I think if it's possible that it was exactly like today that they are celebrating or something, because it's a bit strange that it's just normal day and they have fireworks, but okay, it was very nice. No.
It was written even on some ships that they were in port.
Ah, true, yes, I saw
So
it.
we see people are strongly celebrating this. And exactly next to the Senate Square you walk for a few minutes and you arrive to the sea. So Helsinki is built in some way that the sea is a bit all around. There are many islands, little islands that sometimes are connected by some bridge. And when you arrive to the sea, it's very nice to walk around, because ships are almost everywhere, from the most little to the biggest. And exactly when you arrive to the sea, after visiting Senate Square, you will see this Uspenski church. This is like the main Orthodox church of Helsinki, that, as you can imagine, being very close to Russia, has a big minority. Yes, also a big minority of Russians that they are here to work. So there are many people who goes to this church, which is even enough old. So you can compare between the two different styles of the Lutheran church and the Orthodox church, which are very close to each other, and we really suggest to visit them both.
It's true, and also generally the way that it's built, the Helsinki, in sense that there are many islands around. It's very cute. I saw it in other cities,
yes.
like
it was in Stockholm.
Yes,
for
exactly.
Sure.
It was very beautiful.
Copenhagen.
I like the fact that around this island there are many ships. Like there's port everywhere generally.
Yes.
And I'm big lovers of ships, so I like a lot watching, especially that there are many, this old one and some special kinds, not only the touristic one that they are the most popular, but also this special that they are looking like from Viking times.
Yes, true.
Yes, so I like them a lot, and yes, it's a very nice place to go. It was a bit cold because, as you can imagine now, as it's already December, here in Finland it's winter.
Yes.
Really, we felt cold many times. And exactly close to sea it's even worse because there's a bit of wind. But anyway, we suggest you to have even a little walk there around, especially that there are really many nice places to go and grab some warm coffee or tea with
yes.
you, to go just to warm yourself.
So we didn't have a lot of time, but if you are here for more days, after you visit the center, which is enough little, you can go around to this by the seaside, and you can walk, and it's very nice.
So exactly, I want to say that maybe exactly like Simone said, that there are not so many places to see because Helsinki are enough little as a city.
Yes.
But the truth is that there is this specific atmosphere, and even if it's exactly very cold now, I would suggest to come now here to see it, because with this Christmas atmosphere it's even better. And exactly, so many lights in the city, so many monuments, places to stay, I don't know, and exactly many markets, because mostly in other cities that we are visiting in our past, there's like one Christmas market.
Yes.
While here we met like 2-3 already. I can imagine that there are even more, and they sell some different goods, and it's really nice to go there and even admire, because they sell so many things that you cannot find in other countries, like, I don't know, skin of reindeer or things like this, like fur from reindeer, and I don't know, some like handmade hats and things like this. It's very nice.
So when you visit us, if you visit Helsinki in this season, you will see that you don't have so many hours of lights. So for example, today the sunset was around 3, a bit after 3. So if you want, for example, to make good videos, good photos, you must count the time. But then you have also some advantages. So you can visit the city during the evening, which is always, sometimes it's even better because there are many lights. They put special lights on the monument, they look very nice. And if it's Christmas, like now, we can exactly see the Christmas lights.
Yes,
so,
the atmosphere
yes.
is very specific and very nice. I liked it a lot. And as you can imagine, one of our aims was to visit Helsinki in this period, to see exactly Christmas atmosphere around, and to meet Santa Claus.
Yes, we met.
Yes, we met him and we made photo with him, and he was like a modern kind of Santa Claus. Yeah, that it was a nice accent of this trip. So I would like to pass to like information that I can give you and some tips while you are visiting. So as you can see, now we are in hotel. Our hotel is called like Haga Central Park. The cost of taking room here is like around 70 euros per night, and it's very nice, even if it's a bit out of the center, because it's placed close to this park. So in the morning you can admire beautiful view of trees with snow, obviously in the winter, not all the year. But yes, it's very cute. And I think that exactly when we were in the center, there's not so much snow there, and it's more like mud. While here exactly it's very wide, it's looking really like in movies, when you see some movies about Scandinavian countries, full of woods and things like this. And it's very cute, really, I liked it a lot. Another thing that I would say is like the cost of the ticket. So the one journey ticket costs like 350 euro. And in Helsinki, because if you want to go to airport, you need to buy a regional ticket that costs 5 euros. We wanted to save, so we took like 2 days ticket that cost 13.50 euro, because as you can imagine, you are taking more times, you are saving in this way. And what else I would like to say? Generally, cost of living here in Finland is a bit higher than average in Europe. Like food is a bit more expensive, but it's not like crazy, there are not crazy prices. Maybe you can say that, for example, we took some kebab that cost like 15 euros on plate, but I must say that it was like with salad and everything, it was like enough big plate that you could get full. But yes, it was good. And for example, coffee cost, it depends obviously from place and the kind of coffee, but it's like 2-3 euros until 5-6, it depends, because obviously if you add a lot of things like whipped cream or some other things, it costs more.
True.
So
But
I think that
yes, it's expensive like every Scandinavian country.
Yeah.
Salaries are very high here, so prices are high, but we've seen more expensive countries in our life, I think.
yeah, I think that I liked a lot this place. Generally, I liked a lot every country that we visit in Scandinavia, because I like that people are more ordered. I don't know, that they are generally living better. This is very nice thing. We are not meeting so many, I don't know, poor people, beggars or things like this. This is not, I don't know, I see that countries helping them, that people are helping, and this is really nice thing. And generally, I think that the level of living here is like higher than in Central or Southern Europe, so this is nice thing. And obviously I like, for example, even the fact that every bus is coming on time and things like this. They're very important for living. So I hope that you were enjoying this trip with us and you will come to check on your own if also you will like this Helsinki, and see you.
Bye bye.
If you liked our video, obviously leave us a like, I don't know, subscribe our channel, and also you can
comment.
Also you can comment, also you can share it, that more people will see and they will get inspired. So see you next time, and bye.